Hi, everybody. Welcome back to our channel.
Yep. It's been a while. I know.
It's been a long while.
Welcome, everybody that's new. You won't know that it's been a while, but it's been a while. Everybody who watches our videos, it's been a while.
We just want to let everybody that does know that it's been a while that it was rough in for this 26, but we're getting better.
Yeah. So hopefully these videos
will be more consistent.
More frequent.
By the way.
What?
What's all this?
They're called clothes, dear.
You going somewhere?
Are you?
No, just going to watch TV.
Oh, yeah, right. No, of course we're going somewhere. But we thought we would, introduce a few videos before we go.
Yeah, because that's the only time we do this.
It is.
Otherwise,
no. No.
Ponytails and nightshirts.
Yep. So this video is about a Vogue Ginny, and she's a walker. She's a bent knee walker from the very early 50s.
Well, I'm going to have to interject something.
What?
I was born in 51, and I got my first and one and only Ginny bent knee walker.
Yeah.
When in 1960.
Well,
that made.
So she's either late 50s or maybe 60, but it's still the same era.
You could say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she was sent to us by a friend that needs a little work done.
There's a
on
crack
her shoulder.
on her shoulder.
So she's going to get a tiny bit of surgery, and then she's going to go home to her mom.
Oh, no. We're going to kind of give her a little bit of a due.
Well, yeah.
Because it's been a while.
If you're coming to get a little surgery, you might as well have a little spa day.
Oh, yeah.
So she's going to have a little spa day. And I think you guys will enjoy it.
We hope so.
Yep. So I think we ought to just get to the video. What do you think? Should we go to the video?
She says, I think you're both nuts.
I think she's right.
And we are.
Let's go to the video. Well, this is a Vogue Ginny doll.
She is a bent knee walker. The one thing that I see is that she has saran hair. And we've walked on other Ginnies, but they're not saran hair.
So what we're going to do with this lovely little lady is actually we're going to take her out of her
major surgery.
We're going to take her out of her little kimono, and then we're going to show you where she has a break.
Yeah, her hair's all ready for the procedure.
That's later.
No, not for fixing her hair.
See. Yeah, okay.
No, for protecting her hair from the procedure.
That's right, yeah.
Remember they do that at the hospitals?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There you go. You have to put, before you go into surgery, you have to have something over your hair.
That absolutely.
Okay.
You think she's ready, Evie?
What do you think?
Do you think she's ready?
She's going to have to come visit you if you're not going to visit her. What do you think?
Yeah, she's ready. Okay. So here she is.
She does walk.
Everyone. She does. But let's see her break.
Well, her break, you can see her arm was really going into her body. It's been a poor restringing. That's probably what broke this, was the stringing is, you can see. This,
it's just split the actual seam.
It's the actual seam that the glue gets old. And if you put too much pressure, you can see somebody tried to fix it. Do you see that shiny? Didn't work.
Okay. But we're going to fix it.
Well, we hope.
Yep.
So that's her surgery. So this is to protect her hair from any epoxy. You can see she's split up to here. Scissors. I'm going to go in there and snip her arms.
Did you do all of your hand washing? You're scrubbed, right? You scrubbed for this surgery?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So we'll take her little arms and put them over there. Now, this is a rice bag. I'm going to try to heat up this hard plastic.
First of all, you did not show
This is a rice. What?
Yeah,
this is a rice bag. It's it's hot because we put it in.
It's a towel that is filled with rice. and we warm it up in the microwave.
Now, I don't want her elastic to be hurt by the heat, so I have to remove her panties. So now, this is what we're going to do. We're going to try and heat her up, her plastic. Well, we've had a challenge.
Yeah, it's been a challenge. So first of all, you don't want to get the heat on her legs or on her head. If you can, you could take a small washcloth, fold it in half, sew up some little compartments, put a little rice in it, sew it shut, so that you have a much smaller
area, so you can just wrap it just around the area that's necessary. It did heat up enough that we could draw it together. Our problem, we've used all different types of clamping that's under the sun, and the problem is body contour. From the chest to the back. The contour, it keeps allowing it to slip, and you really have to have it up here, but you can't. She's a walker. You can't hurt her head. You can't hurt her legs. You've got to be very careful. If we do it any tighter, we did draw it in some. If we do this any tighter by using a smaller hose clamp, it's only going to crush her chest.
Right. So, but I used some foam, some craft foam to wrap around her. So it's to keep her, so that her body isn't harmed by the clamp. And now we've decided that since this is about as close as we're going to be able to get it,
without hurting the doll,
we're going to use some JB Weld 2-part epoxy, and we're actually going to use the gray because, as far as we know, it has
what it tells us about it. JB Weld, it says the gray is much stronger than the clear.
But if you want to use the clear, that's totally up to you.
Okay, but there's a lot of stress on this part of the body to get it this close. There's still stress on the body.
We wanted it closer. It isn't going to get closer, so now we're going to have to pivot a little in our restoration.
So what we've decided,
you have to be very, very, very careful.
Is
you do not want to get this on her mechanism on the inside.
So we're spreading it across the wound
with a toothpick.
With a toothpick, because this is going to be a hand. It's going to be very strong when it dries.
But this is also going to be a 2-part process.
Yes, we're going to do this part so we can remove the clamp. This part is going to actually hold it together as much as it is when it's dry. But we don't want to...
You've got too much on there.
Yes, I see that. Thank you very much. We don't want it to touch the bar that's in the walker bar.
She's spreading it.
I'm spreading
on
it
the inside so that it has more strength than just putting it in the crack.
Oh, no, you don't. You don't just want to put it in the crack. No, it's not going to hurt to be in the crack. You can sand it, but right now we're looking for this the strength of this clamp to hold this exactly where we have it, and that'll take about a couple of days to dry. And I do want that much.
Okay. It would be very bad for the mechanism to get this epoxy on it.
Well, it's not going to stop the mechanism from working, but you just don't want to. I mean, we have enough of an area here that we can give it the strength we need. Okay. Now, after we can get this off, then we can take care of this, and it already is beginning to crack down.
We're going to use a different epoxy on that.
Yeah, but we're going to use a different epoxy so we can get our fingers in there and do it with our finger. This is going to dry and take the place of this. Well, right now, we're going to remove the clamp. This should be, the epoxy should be strong enough to hold.
Yeah, it's been a couple days.
And by bothered me to leave the clamp on this long.
No, you don't want to leave it on any longer than you have to. And all you do to remove it and to put it on is what she's doing is screw it on. You can find these at a hardware store.
And all kinds of, many different sizes. You can see what we did.
Mm-hmm.
I need to use a little bit of Shantae's epoxy to come out to the edge.
Yeah, we're going to use a different kind of epoxy next.
Because she's starting to crack here.
Yeah.
It's almost invisible to you folks, but you can see the clear where somebody tried to stop it. And it's going up to here, so we're going to take some of Shantae's epoxy.
Well, it's not mine.
Well,
it's Apoxie Sculpt. And you can find a link for it in the description of the video.
And this should hold.
Yep.
As good as the clamp.
This is the Apoxie Sculpt. It's 2-part epoxy. You, when you put it together, you want to use 2 different utensils. You never want to put them together, and you use a
Rubber glove when
when
you're mixing it.
Yep. And then once it's all mixed together, then you can use it with your bare hands. And of course, you just wash your hands when you're done.
And this is what it's like.
Yeah.
But it's already hardening in a little moisture, a little water.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
you don't need very much. Actually, this isn't going to get used.
No.
Because we had to do her repair off camera. We just didn't have enough hands to do the repair and show it. But we're going to show the repair. So let's see. So I put a little bit of Apoxie Sculpt underneath.
Okay.
And
to line everything up.
Yep. And then I put a little bit, and I take, and what I do when I do this, I take that toothpick. I take the toothpick and
well, you can see she sculpts with it.
Yeah. But you want to make sure that you don't have a big glob on there. Even though this is going to get sanded a little bit tomorrow after it's had a chance to dry, you want to leave as little as possible. And I also use a little bit of water to smooth it out.
And then it smooths it and takes off any excess and gets rid of it. In the process of repairing her, we found a crack here. And so what we had to do, this piece of tape is holding her leg in a bent position. So to fix this crack, this piece here had to be brought up in alignment with here. And so I used a little bit of Gorilla Glue and a lot of physical strength. And I pushed this up and pushed this over and held it for this to do a temporary hold.
Only temporary.
Only temporary.
Then I filled it in with the Apoxie Sculpt. And like I said, on her shoulder, tomorrow I will sand them down. Always use a mask when you're sanding this stuff. And then I'm going to have to match the color.
Also, we put a tiny little roll under here.
Yeah.
And it's still sticky. I can feel it with there to hold it so it will never break again.
That's the object.
That's the object.
But like I was just about to say, I'll have to match the color. You can get Apoxie Sculpt in a flesh tone, but it's never going to be the actual flesh tone of one of these dolls. I have to match it.
Yes, she has to actually match this tone. She'll do it in the sunlight is the best way to do it.
Now we're ready to sand the epoxy and get her ready for painting. But what we did is we put some blue tape on either side of the epoxy because I'm going to be using 400 grit sandpaper. Yep, it's not a really rough sandpaper.
Very fine.
But I do not want to sand any bit of her original plastic.
Nope.
So that's why we put on the tape. We're going to do that, and then I'm going to paint her, and then we're going to move on to her.
The same that we did here.
Yep. What do you think? Yeah?
Well, here we are. She's been repaired, but I haven't strung her arms yet. So I we'll work on her hair. She has saran here, and you can see this stitch. It runs all the way across the bottom. This tells me she was in a flip, a flip up. Okay, so then I come up here and I find that she has virtually no hair right here on this side and a ton of hair over here. So it makes a good part right there. It just was in the wrong place for a long time, so I'm putting the clip in to tell it what I want it to do. She has a ton of bangs, so she'll have what I see in the book, plus she'll have some spit curls kind of things that go up and around. This side, I find it's damaged. You can see that it's damaged, but it will not be long enough to flip it. And I see it in the book that they do have some that are rolled, and they are rolled back and then are melted into the flip. So I'm going to pick her hair with the trusty needle, and she is going to end up getting her hair healed and then getting a
We're
flip.
going to heal it with heat.
Yes.
Which you may have seen in some of our other videos.
Right. And since it's saran, I can do that. But if it was that other kind,
Mutex.
I would not use heat.
No, do not.
Do not. Only if you're...
And if it's mohair, absolutely not.
Oh my gosh, no. You don't use it on mohair.
Only if it's saran.
Pretty much saran or nylon. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be...
Well, we're going to show you when we get to the curling stage.
Yes. So I found out how our wig goes together and what it's supposed to do. And I've healed the bangs, but don't know what the finish work will be.
So the way that we are doing this healing, and if you are a long-time viewer, you've seen this before, but if you haven't seen any of our videos before, she's using a digital curling iron, and this happens to be one that's Celsius. You don't go above 160 Celsius. If it's Fahrenheit, you don't go above 320. But she's also putting a good deal of water on the hair. You never want to do this dry. You want to make sure that it's wet, because all you're really doing, you're not curling it, you're just trying to heal the fibers. It will get curled after the fibers are healed.
And you'll see that after you do that, you'll get a few little stray hairs. I only clip those because, especially if you're doing a flip, it'll just cause it to knot in time. And what we want to be able to do over time is go back and make sure that flip has been combed again. And,
you may have to go over the same piece several times before it's actually healed.
Yeah, and in this case, this isn't horrible. It's damaged, but not to the point where I have to go over it and over it and over it and over it, which you usually have to do on Sarah Ann's, Mary Hartline's, and so forth, even Shirley's.
So after she has it completely healed, then she is going to put it in a few little curlers. Well, those curlers are bigger than she is.
But they're the right size for the right flip.
Yep. All curled. Oh, and these are sponge rollers, just so everybody knows. And
end papers.
Yeah, we use end papers so that of course, the ends of the hair
are flat.
And now all she needs to do is dry.
Including her kimono, because it is.
And then she's going to get her arms back in.
Then she'll get her arms back in. But right now, she's going to dry. And her hair, I think, is smooth.
It is.
And shiny.
It is.
And the bottom row is all those the little ones at the bottom, and this top row is in the top. We'll see what happens.
We will. Well, my goodness, Evie, what do you think?
Did you give her a kiss? You gave her a kiss. You like her?
Yeah.
I think she came out pretty.
I bet you can't wait to see her all done. Yes.
Well, this is a little bit different than an S-hook
Yep.
on the Ginnies, but there is an opening. I don't know if you can see it.
Wait a minute, you gotta let me. There we go.
There's the opening.
Mm-hmm.
And I only lightly sanded the metal because on the metal on the Ginnies.
Sweetie,
What?
the sandpaper isn't even in. There
Oh.
you go.
I just sanded the metal lightly because the type of metal they used is not going to break down like it does in
Some of the other
manufactured dolls. Right. Okay. So, and I'm not going to seal the metal because it doesn't need to be sealed. If it took that long to get to a light sanding, then it's going to live the rest of its life fine.
Okay, so you're going to open it up because that's the only way to get the...
That's the only way to get it done. Okay.
Well, no, to get the band through it.
Right.
Because we're going to do a band. We're not doing
it's
cording.
No. So it's a very sturdy metal. It doesn't want to open easily, thank God. But just letting you see. You saw me doing that.
Honey, you have a dog that is...
I know, she's right blocking everything.
No, actually, she's hatching your other arm.
Oh.
Evie.
There.
Evie, sweetheart, you laid on the dolly's arm. There's an arm under there.
See, we're working here. Yeah, we're working.
We are, sweetie.
We're working.
We're glad to have you, but you're laying on the arm.
I need you to depart.
Well, no, just.
She's laying on the whole tray. Out where they are. You're sitting. You were sitting on her arm. Goodness gracious.
Now that is dedication to being a part of whatever we're doing.
She always wants to be a part of it. Okay, so these are the two. These pliers have little ridges in them, and that helps them stay in place. Now, what we're going to do is go through with a hook.
Yep. Okay.
Hope it works. So what I'm going to do is go behind the bar. This bar goes up into her head. It doesn't go through like in some of the other manufacturers where it goes through the underneath calf and spreads. Here's the repair that was made in her shoulder. We couldn't get it all together. We tried really hard. And here's the repair on the back of her leg. And there is a crack forming here. There's nothing we can really do about that. But she's strung. So we removed most of her curls. And you can see the ones that we removed a few days ago are going down, but I'll show you what I'm going to do about that. In a second. So get all these out. I did it again. Went the wrong way. Okay. And that doesn't need to be there anymore. It's done its job. So I remove the papers and remove the sponges. So now I'm going to give her that signature flip that Ginnies have. But I want it to stay. So I'm going to put a foam in there. And make sure there's a little part there from the bottom that doesn't want to stay up, but it will when I'm done. So I'm going to bring it up like that. You're going to stay up there because I said so. Okay. And I want that signature flip. So I'm going to use the foam to do it. So I'm going to end up spraying her hair. And that's going to stay under this one, is it? Her hair's telling me that this piece goes over here too. That's what it says. That's what it's telling me. Then I take these clips. And I clip her hair. In place. That's the wrong clip. Sit up, sweetheart. There you go. She's quite tipping me over and telling me to sit up. Can't do it on my own. Okay, straighten out there, girl. That little curl is being independently. There we go.
And that's what we're going to do with the rest of it.
And that's what we do with the whole head. Okay, the first set was just to train her hair because it had a memory from a long time going the pieces were going in the wrong direction. So I just used that as preliminary, and this is going to be the final training of her signature flip.
I think we should go see her reveal. What do you think, Evie? Yeah, I think we should too. Let's go. Well, she's all bright and beautiful.
Yeah, dress on loan.
Yes, this dress doesn't belong to her. It actually belongs to one of my very, very few Ginnies. And look at that here. It came out. She's got her flip. Lovely and soft. And it even has a hat.
Yes, and it is an original Ginny outfit.
It is.
Came in the box. Box is right there.
No, it didn't.
Oh, it didn't come in the box?
You forgot.
Oh, that's right. The doll came.
Yeah, well, let's show everybody the two little dolls that started a lot. So this little girl on the right, she is actually the doll that wears this outfit. And I found this outfit for her because when we found her, she didn't have a wig.
No.
Neither did her sister. Although that is an original Ginny outfit. What little girl here has on is actually a Madame Alexander outfit. But she'll switch back to her original outfit when we send our sweet little girl home.
It's on loan.
Yeah, when we send her back to her owner, she'll get her outfit back. But the reason she has it is when we found her, she came with this box. And I found out that number 40 Tiny Miss is this outfit. So the background on these two little girls is they came in a box and
a bag.
There were so many clothes and for a Ginny.
Accessories.
Yes, and there were many, many, many outfits for a Jill, and there was a Jill doll in there.
That's right.
And then there were also these outfits for...
That belonged to this young girl.
Yes. These outfits, these two, and this one, were in there. But these two girls, the ones on either side of our doll for this week, they were naked. They didn't have any hair. The hair they have now are replacement wigs. And they were in sorry shape.
They were chewed by her dog.
Yep.
But she loved her stuff so much. She didn't get rid of anything. Not even a Jill shoe that her dog chewed up. She kept it. She kept all the containers, all the papers, everything that came with her dolls. She kept it.
She did. There were boxes for almost all of the outfits. It was wonderful. And the only doll that had hair, and I found out later that she's a lollipop doll. She didn't have this outfit, but I thought she might be a Ginny. I was wrong.
Because you were seeing it from a distance.
Right. She's a lollipop girl. She came. So we had these three little dolls, a Jill doll, and all these wonderful accessories.
And
that kind of started us on...
We wanted to be able to... we cared about this little girl who cared so much about her stuff, her dolls. We even got a birthday cards where the gifts are given, and she could pick out what she wanted, and we have the little catalogs. And so she was chewed so bad by a dog that her eyes will not open and close anymore, and they won't open any more than they are.
Yeah, and you can see it on her leg.
And
Then we got this little girl to wear one of the outfits,
and
we got this little girl
to wear one of the outfits.
Right.
So we kept the outfits we wanted, and we sold the other outfits.
And that's that kind of started us selling some stuff on eBay. Edie, what do you think? Who is that? Oh my goodness, there's some good smells. Yeah. Oh, there's some very good smells.
She likes the teddy bear.
She likes my doll. Oh, she likes the little girl who's going home too. Edie, what do you think? Hey.
She said, did they have a snack and drop something?
Evie, you kind of dwarf them. You kind of look like a giant, and you're just an itty bitty little thing. Yeah. What do you think?
Can you say hi to everyone?
Oh, you can?
Can you say hi?
Oh, yeah, you can.
Good girl.
Good girl.
It was nice to say hi.
Yeah, it was. Okay, so I hope everybody enjoyed this video and that it was helpful. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. And if you'd like to subscribe to our channel, that would be wonderful. We have more videos coming out. Of course, we can't promise when. Those of you who have been watching for a while, you know that. But we're actually, Evie is going to be having her own little short very soon, because I think she's going to be doing some traveling.
Yes. And so are we.
Yes. If you would like to give the video a like, that helps. And we just cannot wait for this little girl to go back to her owner.
I hope she's happy with her.
So do I. So, I won't promise what's coming up next week, but hopefully something. If not, there'll definitely be something.
We got so many interesting dolls I want to do. I just
Yeah, we just got to feel well enough to do them.
That's right.
So, I guess it's that time of the video, sweetie.
Oh, Evie, can you lay down? Lay down. Good girl. Okay. We've got to tell this to the folks. Yeah, we do. Just remember, it is possible to do it yourself.
That is. See everybody soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.